The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you are encouraged to post your comments, whether you agree with me or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated into 12 million additional households. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. Very, very interesting story broke today. I wrote about it on the blog. I encourage you to comment there, but I more so encourage you to comment right here on News Talk Online. You know, you may not know this. This came out earlier. When you bring your laptop across the border into the United States of America, even if you are a U.S. citizen, they have the right to scan that laptop. They have the right to take your laptop. They have the right to grab your hard drive. They have a right to copy anything off of that hard drive that they want, all in the name of national security, in the name of Homeland Security. Now we find, and at least that was revealed to the public, what I just told you was at least revealed to the public. Now we find that since 2007, last summer, the federal government has, customs agents, started taking people's personal papers, their business papers, confiscating them, making copies of them, making copies of their photographs as they enter the country in the name of national security. How do we know this? Well, because it happened to some individuals, and they went to two privacy rights organizations, the Asian Law Caucus and the Electronic Frontier Foundation. The ALC and the EFF then filed FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, requests with the federal government, and it turns out that not only have they promulgated these rules a year ago, more than a year ago, but they did it with no oversight, no announcement, no opportunity for public comment, no congressional oversight or investigation. They just decided, we need to do it, and we're going to do it. All in the name of Homeland Security. Now, you may argue that, well, you know, we have to give up some of our freedoms in the wake of what happened on September the 11th, 2001. Okay? This is a necessary thing that has to be done. Okay? If I'm not doing anything wrong, why do I care whether they go through my stuff? Okay. Then let me ask you this question. Why did they wait to 2007 if this was necessary after the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks? Why didn't they do it in October, November, December of 2001, January, February of March, or March of 2002? If it was such a necessary thing to do in the fight against terrorism, why didn't they do it then? Why did they wait till the summer of 2007? And if it's so necessary, why don't they open it up to public scrutiny? Why do they hide the fact that they are doing it? Why do we have to find out this way? What do they have to hide? You know, if I have nothing to hide, I shouldn't care if they go through my stuff. Well, if they have nothing to hide, then why should they hide it from me? I mean, I'm the public. They work for me. This is the government acting in your behalf and in my behalf. This is public policy. What I carry on my person, by the way, the most interesting comment to the blog posting that I put up about this was somebody who said, oh, I go overseas to spend a nice vacation on an exotic island, and I meet this hot lady, and I take artful pictures of her. and in the name of Homeland Security, some border guard takes them and confiscates them. Yep, I guess that could happen. Why do we think that protecting our civil liberties and fighting a war on terrorism are mutually exclusive? Why can't we do both? After all, the terrorists that we're attempting to protect ourselves from want to take these same civil liberties away from us. Well, why are we doing their work for them? I just don't get it. Now, Alan Jacey, when I mentioned this story to you today, your reaction was, this is scary stuff. Why did you say that?
Well, you know, Gary, I've been in countries all over this world, some of them not democracies, like the People's Republic of China, and this sounds like something that they would do in the People's Republic of China. So that's why I find that this is a very scary thing. I mean, it certainly never happened to me coming back into the United States, but it's the last thing in the world that I would ever think of happening would be that something that would happen in the People's Republic of China would happen in the United States of America. It's just a frightening thought that it would, first of all, that it would fly under the radar like this, that it would not be reported in any way, shape, or form. It's astounding that this could happen here.
Yeah. How come when they do it, it's wrong? When we do it, it's right? Boaz, do you have a problem with this?
You know, Gary, there's an old saying, there are no atheists in foxholes. And let me apply that saying to you specifically, Gary, flying about 30,000 feet in the air, and you're thinking to yourself, you know, I'm in a very vulnerable position here. And I would say, of course, I'm Gary now. Okay, I'm flying 30,000 feet in the air. I'm heading for the United States, and I'm thinking to myself, I would like to see anything and everything done to make sure that this